Whoa! You're too slow!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Sipp review. That's what we're gonna start calling these because you do indeed sip on a drink. And today, I didn't have anything Sonic related, so I decided to wear his ultimate rival and his direct competition, which has always been Mario. The reason Sonic was kind of created was because, well, Sega needed a mascot, and unfortunately, Shinobi wasn't gonna do it. No, but welcome, this is another GFUEL review. This is a pretty sweet jacket, it's got Mario on the back. But it's way too hot to be wearing this, so I'm gonna take it off. It's crazy though, because it's almost like carpet on here. Pretty wild. It's on the sleeve too, with the mushroom and the flower and the star. So today we're here to talk about, yet again, the blue blur Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's the fastest thing alive!
Yeah, so last time we did the GFUEL cans, and those were delicious. The cans of Sonic the Hedgehog's juice was banging. I gave it a very strong 4 out of 5. But today I'm more interested in this. With the glare off of it, this is the starter kit of GFUEL Sonic Peach Ring. So yeah, this is the starter kit. If you're not familiar, typically whenever GFUEL releases a new exclusive flavor, they will release it in a kit where you can get a shaker cup, as well as a travel scoop and the tub of the flavor in question. And it's a great way to get all the things in there. So, got this one. It was only 40 bucks versus what's normally $35 for a tub of GFUEL. So for that extra $5, getting a $10 shaker and that little travel scoop added in, it's really not a bad deal. I'd say I usually recommend these. If you, of course, like the design and all that stuff enough. Some people just collect shaker cups though, and I'm sorry, but I don't have enough room in my cupboard for that. I have so many coffee mugs. So let's open this up and go over what's inside, because it does indeed come with a couple things. The first thing is this travel scoop. Many people may not see the appeal of something like this, but what it basically is something that you can put a scoop of GFUEL in, plug the top, and bring it with you, which is a great way to keep it with you on the go if you do have a nice cup of ice water or something like that, or if you bring a shaker with you and maybe go to a convenience store and get some ice and water, then you can mix it all up and make a GFUEL right there. Very nice for that. I'm pretty sure currently the only way to get a travel scoop is to get a starter kit, so that's what you need to do if you have to get one. So, the next item, of course, is the very important shaker cup. Because obviously, how can you make GFUEL without a shaker cup? I find these incredibly effective in making my drinks. Sometimes I use a blender ball bottle, but typically I stick with these cups. This one is pretty cute. There's a nice little render of Sonic on it. It says GFUEL, which looks really nice actually in the gold and blue. It's a great combo with that red as well. Then the picture of Sonic is cute. It has him with like a ring behind him and some arrows. It's cute. What's really weird about this is the top, because you have that red inside liner and the blue top and the yellow lid. And this just looks like a preschool toy to me. I'm sorry. It's a cute shaker. I'm not gonna act like it's not, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, this looks like a child's plaything, which I know it is not. This is meant for a very highly caffeinated beverage. 300 milligrams of caffeine. Additionally, in this box of joy, we get a sticker. A nice themed GFUEL Sonic Green Hills sticker. Rather cute, and a nice one to add to the collection if you collect these. I have quite a few of these already. As you can see here, it's just gonna join the pile. So there we go. Lots of GFUEL stickers. Everybody always wants more of those. But finally, the last item in here is probably the most important in the fact that it is the Sonic the Hedgehog GFUEL Peach Ring flavor. Now, if you didn't watch my GFUEL can review of this flavor, you should know that this is of course supposed to replicate the taste of the gummy peach rings. If you've never had them, they're pretty good. They're usually kind of covered in like a powder, almost like they're sour. They're really not though, they're just super sweet. And they're pretty tasty. They're a good snack if you live in a place where you can get them. And I think Trolley or Haribo even makes them or something like that. They're good. That's all there is to say. And I was excited to see them bringing this into a drink flavor because, like I said before in my can review, there is a Peach Fizz Rain, which I think was originally called Peach Rain Candy, but I think there was a legal problem. Either way, that stuff was delicious, but I found the can of GFUEL to be even better. So now let's try the mix, because obviously you can play with the ratio here and make this as strong as you like. So, will this be better? Will this make me want to go fast, or will I crash and burn and say, whoa? Let's find out. Gotta crack that seal in a protective way that makes it so you can keep the design on the lid so that it doesn't look like crap when you stack all your G Fuel containers up and go, hey yo, no trying to flex or nothing, but I just got 1,000,000 tubs of G Fuel on the BOGO. Speaking of BOGO, actually, this video is being recorded the night that the BOGO actually went live. So if you are in the market for some G Fuel, make sure to go to the website because you can currently get buy one, get one free. Sonic's peach rings are not available in those flavors, but I can make a strong recommendation for hype sauce and potentially even sour phaseberry. Those are both a little tart. If you want to mix it up, I'd go hype sauce, and blue ice is always a classic. Let's do our first test. The snip. Oh my God. These always smell so good. Now the second test is the, oops, I got some on my finger. That tastes remarkably like the candy. Our scoop is just somehow right here at the top. So one thing I always do is I take the lid and I rip off the little plastic bottle thing. Speaking of plastic bottles, I actually have my shaker cup here. I went ahead and cleaned out the Sonic one, threw a couple ice cubes in there with some water fresh from a bottle. So this is very good cold water. And if there's anything I've learned, it's that using the specific container that is meant for that flavor typically will enhance the flavor. Yeah, fun fact a lot of people don't know is G Fuel has a special technology where the plastic modules inside activate flavor modules within the powder, which accentuates the flavor and even emboldens it and makes it stronger. So if you have the phaseberry shaker, make phaseberry in it. And if you have the bubblegum, make bubblegum in it. If you have the Sonic, make Sonic in it, so on and so forth. It's crazy, I know, but it's true, trust me. So we're gonna take off the lid. It is so close to spilling over. We're not gonna play with ratios because we learned our lesson with bubblegum. We're gonna drop a scoop in. One perfect scoop, might I add. Now, this one is something that I think you could play with the ratios on because of how light the flavor already is, but we'll find out in time. We're not playing that game right now. This thing's already turning orange, so I'd say it's time to shake, boys. Let's shake it. We are good to go. This is good and orange now. Look at that. I don't know how well it goes together with the blue. No, that's a pretty clean color combination, except for the yellow up top doesn't really go with the orange. But either way, looks good. I don't care. It's a drink. So, without further ado, this one's really tight. When I close it, it's like, I had to use 2 thumbs to open it.
I got weak thumbs.
And like Sonic always said to Tails,
That's no good.
Ooh. That, my friends, is actually, I dare say, a bit better than the can. Some people will call me crazy for this. Personally, I think I prefer the powders over the cans. Now hear me out. I don't know maybe if they can only put a specific amount of something into a can. I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. But what I do know is that I can play with ratios here with powder to make it exactly as strong or weak as I'd like to. Now 1 scoop is a perfect sweet spot here. This is an incredibly sweet drink, and with 1 scoop, this is actually rather bold for being a light flavor. Understand that the Sonic's Peach Rings is a light flavor. It is a bit sweeter. It's not as bold, it's not gonna kick your door down and tell you, taste me! It just is a nice, smooth, sweet flavor. And speaking of smooth, I will say, this goes down incredibly well. This has no funky aftertaste, it's not very chalky at all. This is great. This is actually, to me, a bit better than the can. And for the value, you get 40 servings out of a tub, which is phenomenal. Now, if you're gonna play with your ratios, of course you will get different numbers, but understand that this is an amazing summertime drink, and you could probably make some awesome combinations with this, I'm sure. With that said, there's really not much else to talk about here. The flavor is awesome. This is easily in my top 10. I'm really enjoying this a lot. I will say though, this is a flavor that you will likely have to drink when it is supremely cold. If this gets room temperature, it will probably taste pretty bad. The cans had that same problem. When I drank my first one, it wasn't like icy cold, but I've been taking them with me and I'll put them inside of my thermos with some ice, and man, that makes them a million times better. So make sure you're drinking this cold. And yeah, like I said, that one scoop is all you need for a smooth, sweet summertime drink. I didn't even plan to drink this whole thing, but I'm already more than halfway through. So then, G Fuel Sonic Peach Rings is one of the best flavors out right now. Certainly one of the best collaboration flavors as far as the video game collabs go. This is spectacular. I highly recommend this. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 5 out of 5. This is delicious. I'd say this beats out the can for sure, and as a tub mix, it is in my top 10 flavors. I'm more of a bolder, sour flavor type guy, but this certainly has a place in my heart and my mouth. But what do you think? Have you tried this yet? Do you want to try it? What's your favorite flavor of G Fuel? Answer any of these questions down in the comment section below because it does help the channel. Like the video if you liked it, and I have a Twitter, I have a Ko-fi or Ko-fi, whatever, if you want to donate. I'm going to link something on screen if you want to watch my other G Fuel videos. I do talk about this stuff in a rather harsh way. I'm very critical, but I think I'm very honest and fair. Of course, this all comes down to personal preference, but this is delicious. Make sure to try it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Sip on, brothers. I'm part of Sipper Nation.